Two local law enforcement officials receive awards for how they dealt with life-threatening calls. We talked to Officer Weekly and Officer Chance about their honors.
And later, the drama department decides something new for the police together. We'll get a behind-the-scenes look at, and then they announce.
These stories and much more straight ahead on Channel 7 News. And I'm Dakota Morgan. At the City Council meeting in February, 2 Rose Hill police officers were awarded with life-saving certificates for their actions that directly aided in the saving of human life. Reporter Scotland Malmrose has more.
The Kansas Police Chiefs Association is an organization that comes together once a year to commend officers who have performed honorably in the line of duty.
The actual awards, the Kansas Police Chiefs Association Silver Award. The association is full of all the local police departments, chiefs. They go and they have meetings, trainings, everything like that, and then once a year they have award ceremonies. There are several level of awards, and this one is a life-saving award. And how you get that is by basically doing something to save somebody's life. It could be jumping into a pool to save somebody. In my case, it was performing CPR on somebody who wasn't breathing.
Rose Hill Resource Officer Blake Weekly has been given the Silver Award for saving a life. Weekly explained how he acted in this life or death situation.
So I was dispatched to the call. I was working nights that night, so I was the only one out. I went to the call. I was the first one there, got CPR started once I found out that's what needed to be done, and within a few, I would say less than a minute, maybe 2, EMS was there and fire was there.
Like Weekly, Officer Katrina Chance also performed CPR to help prolong a life until EMS workers arrived to take over.
She was having a heart attack. When we arrived, I took over CPR from her husband, and then fire rescue came, and EMS came, and they did their thing, which was lots of medication, and then they took her to the hospital, and she survived.
The town of Rose Hill is proud of our officers' courage in their line of duty. Scotland Malmrose, Channel 7 News.
Greg Welch has been in his current position of college and career advocate for just a few months, but he is already making headway in giving students opportunities for real-world experiences. Let's head over to Aislinn Robert, who has more.
Thanks, Sarah. Most schools in the area offer job shouting or intern opportunities for their seniors. But up until now, Rose Hill High School did not provide such a program. College and career advocate Greg Welch felt it was important to have one.
Rose Hill High will be implementing an internship program next year, which intends on helping students with their post-high school education decisions as well as their career path.
Colleges, if you look at the growth in tuition rates and anything else, it's booming. I mean, the price of college or the cost of college has outgrown wages big time. And so if you go to college and you get a degree that's worthless, or you go get a degree in something you don't really want to do, now you put yourself in a hole that you can't ever get out of.
The internship program will be a work-based learning experience for students who are trying to get a better grasp on which university or college they want to go to. Mr. Greg Welch will work with the student to find a suitable internship for the student based on what they are interested in. The class is offered to seniors only with a required minimum GPA of 2.75 and a 90% attendance rate. It will fill 1 to 3 class hours out of the student's schedule depending on travel time. Aislinn Robert, Channel 7 News.
It's not too late to sign up for the internship program. If you are a senior to be or are interested, contact Greg Welch at gwelch@usd394.com. Dakota, back to you.
Thanks, Aislinn. Temperatures have been near normal over the past couple of weeks, yet precipitation has been minimal. Will the spring season be as wet as winter? Charlie Conroy has more on what we can expect from Mother Nature in spring in regards to the rain and severe weather.
Stop. Okay, go ahead and play it.
Now, the question that everyone wants to solve is if winter's finally over and is spring starting to begin. Now, the groundhog Punxsutawney Phil did proclaim that it was the end of winter on Groundhog Day, but forecasters say that it's a little too soon and that the majority of the country is still going through winter. Starting off with the Northeast, it's looking like the spring season will take its time to arrive. There are even chances of snow up until the beginning of April, but at the end, April, spring should arrive and replace the cold weather with warm conditions. Throughout the Northeast, Also, the Northeast is expecting a faster transition throughout spring than usual, and this could cause severe weather. The Northeast is also expecting somewhat drier spring season than last year. Now, heading to the Midwest, this spring we are expecting prolonged warmth, and forecasters are estimating that our spring will arrive in mid-April. Also, the Midwest is expecting a dry season and might be some droughts through the spring season. For the Southeast, the spring season is already about to start, and this year the forecasters are not predicting a late frost this season. There is a threat for above normal rainfall all over the Southeast, and this causes a potential of severe floods.
Lauren Diaz graduated from Rose Hill High School in 2017 and is in her second year at Emporia State University. Recently, Diaz was awarded a scholarship from Chick-fil-A for next school year. Dakota spoke with Diaz about the honor.
To even apply for it, you have to have a recommendation from your store operator, who's the person who owns the store in that location, so that they can also confirm that you work at that location and you can even apply for said scholarship. So I just took a day, and I don't even think the longest part of the scholarship for sure is filling out the community service, because I don't have a current running list of my community service hours. But basically the scholarship just entails writing down what you're involved in within the last year, a glowing recommendation letter from my operator, and then just telling them a little bit more about myself and what I plan to do with my education.
Next, the drama department decides to try something unordinary for the play this year. As the 3-day production is concluded yesterday, we take a look back at the build-up show day.
And later, Charlie Black takes our first look at the spring sports season. We'll be right back after a word from our advertisers. For fans of small-town comfort food and community values, Louis Cafe in Rose Hill is the place to eat. With a fine selection of gourmet burgers and dinner meals, Louis has been a staple since 2003. Home of the world's famous Louis fries. So dine in or call now, 316-776-9005.
Derby Library first started in 1958 as 2 rooms in the back of Derby City Hall. After changing location around the Derby area, the library settled in its current location on 1600 East Walnut Grove, just around the corner from City Hall. In partnership with the Wichita area, there are 3 regularly held book club meetings, which may be attended by anybody. They also have art galleries, and if you sign up for their newsletter, you'll get a periodic email about the events going on in that upcoming month. The visiting hours are 9 o'clock a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with alternate schedules for Friday and the weekend hours. For more information, their phone number is 316-788-0760. Make sure to visit the local public Derby Library today.
Hi, I'm Brian Fireball. Be sure to tune in to Are You Serious? Tuesdays and Fridays on RHPD.
I'm right outside the writer's room for the new highly anticipated sketch comedy, Fake News. Let's take a look at their progress.
We have no idea! Why would I sign up for this class? Out of ideas! We ran out of ideas! Get back here!
Looking for a reliable and trustworthy auto repair shop? Head over to Redline Auto Repair, locally owned family business in the Rose Hill area since 2004. Their experienced workers and modest prices have earned them a reputable status among the people of Rose Hill. Their services vary from oil leaks, AC repair, as well as engine and transmission replacement. If you're in need of an auto repair, make your way to 112 North Rose Hill Road for the best automotive repair available.
The Rose Hill High School spring play this year was And Then There Were None, which is based off a novel by Agatha Christie. Sounds pretty traditional, doesn't it? I spent some time with the drama department before the curtain rose this weekend. The Rose Hill Drama Department's third play of the year, And Then There Were None, is a dramatic thriller presented in an unconventional format. Drama director Mark Blauser spoke about the choice to follow their fall play, Clue, with a much more serious play.
Play was actually kicked around and we didn't know whether to do, and then there were none or Clue. Clue is a comedy, and then there were none most certainly is not. And then there were none is a dramatic thriller that really plays on more of actor versatility than just a simple comedy would.
Senior Logan Krause explained the premise of the show.
The premise is that there are 10 people invited to an island. None of them know each other, and they don't know who invited them to the island.
The play will be presented in an unexpected format that Blauser says will bring the audience closer to the drama of the show.
Format of the play, it's called Black Box Theater, just kind of as we see this set just kind of around us here. And it allows, instead of sitting in the auditorium, the audience actually is on the stage with the actual performers. It allows two things. Number one, it does allow for more intense viewing where you can actually see what's going on close up rather than from a distance. And also because of the lousy acoustics of our auditorium, it offsets the sound problems.
The show was presented on April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Sarah Bailey, Channel 7 News.
Mariah Brown, a Rose Hill High School graduate, has been in a lengthy battle with lupus. To help support Brown, her mother, Tracy, has set up a yearly cruise to raise awareness for the disease. AJ Taylor has more.
Rose Hill resident Mariah Brown was diagnosed with lupus in 2016 after fighting the virus for 3 to 4 months. Brown had a tough time going through it when she was first diagnosed and began to isolate herself. She then started her Facebook page, Team Mariah, where she spread lupus awareness plus her story. Brown is highly involved in the Rose Hill community. She's a junior cheerleader coach and also helps run the Rose Hill Neighborhood Watch page.
Team Mariah is my Facebook page that I run, pretty much just trying to spread lupus awareness. I share a lot about my story, the struggles that I go through, the symptoms that I go through. It's built to kind of help other people who are dealing with lupus. When I first started going through it, it was really hard because I didn't have anybody and I started to isolate myself. So, you know, with me making that page, it's just a general way that anyone on the internet can, you know that there is support and that there are other people out there that are going through similar things. So that's kind of the preface behind it. And yes, to spread awareness because people have no idea what lupus is.
Mother Tracy is a huge supporter of Brown and organized the first ever lupus cruise where they held over 100 cars, and they have decided to do it again this year, which will be on the 3rd weekend in May and at Hartman Arena.
So our car club, the 316 Modern Mopar Group, does car cruises every year, every season we plan those out. So last year we actually added the Lupus Awareness Cruise to our events, and we decided we had such great success last year with over 100 cars from different car clubs, including our own. We decided to go ahead and add it back to the calendar for this year. I was more surprised by the fact that we had so many interested parties that came out in a very short period of time, because we had a short period of time to put it together.
AJ Taylor, Channel 7 News.
Charlie Conroy has your weather coming right up. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a good book, or maybe a movie that you've been wanting to see, visit the Rose Hill City Library. Located at 306 North Rose Hill Road, open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Thursday. It's closed on Friday and Sunday, but it is open on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go visit today.
If you're looking for cost-efficient shirt buying options, go to Shirt Plus, where you can get some of the best shirts in Kansas. Shirts Plus has been in Kansas for the past 30 years and continues to serve Kansas today. For all your shirt needs, make sure to go to Shirts Plus, located at 703 North Buckner, Derby, Kansas.
Hi, my name is Kobe Campbell. Be sure to check out Are You Serious Tuesdays and Fridays on RHPD.
Are you tired of constant fatigue and drowsiness? Do you suffer from chronic boredom and/or lack of motivation? Then you're going to want some fake news. 5 out of 4 doctors recommend fake news as your daily dose of legitimate happiness. If you or a family member exhibit any of the aforementioned symptoms, talk to your doctor. Fake news might just be exactly what you need.
I used to eat grass. Now I watch fake news. I used to break down in front of cameras crying, and now I found fake news.
Warning.
Side effects may include corneal combustion, sporadic oral bone growth, shark-like personality, supernatural powers, spontaneous apple-trification, profuse vomiting of the foot, amnesia, internal ear growth, loss of any or all senses, loss of your favorite limb, development of the ability to see dead people, death, gravitational anomalies, instant gratification, race change at random intervals, brain dumb, and freshman uprising. For more information, call 1-800-PI19-Delta6693.
I'm being paid to be here.
Have you ever had the need for teeth whitening? Rose Hill General and Cosmetic Dentistry is the place to go. Chipped a tooth, they can take care of it. They have been in the Wichita community for over 40 years. Dr. Troilo has 39 years of experience in dentistry. Amazing, caring, helpful, and communicative, says one valued customer. Very nice people and good at what they do. Been coming here since I was in school. The office hours include Monday at 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Tuesday 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Wednesday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and Friday 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back, and here's your Channel 7 weather. Now, we're all wondering if winter's finally over and if spring's beginning, and looking at our extended forecast, it's looking pretty promising. Heading to today's weather, we will have a high of 74 and a low of 50. We will have a 0% chance of rain, but the humidity will be around 54%. The winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 12 miles per hour. Through the night, we are expecting clear skies. Heading to the rest of our week, Tuesday a high of 75 and a low of 52 with a 20% chance of rain. Wednesday a high of 68 and a low of 44, raining, and that's same with Thursday, with still raining at 40% with a high of 58 and a low of 39. Friday a high of 61. Now going to our weekend weather, Saturday a high of 64 and a low of 48, and Sunday a high of 67 and a low of 47, raining at 50%. Charlie Black has sports next after the break.
Starting in 2003, Year 5 Ceramics is a place of warmth and comfort and offers a larger than normal selection of gifts. This establishment has activities for all ages, including birthday parties and ladies' nights. Located in Andover, they have a wide variety of colors and options for your projects. So call or walk in today to be a part of the fun. If you're in the mood for fresh coffee and homemade pastries, Coffee with Friends is the place to go. Come in Monday through Saturday for a delicious selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This beloved business is run by Rose Hill community member Cheryl Otto.
Hi, this is Coffee with Friends. If you see this commercial and you mention it to me when you come in, I'll give you 10% off.
Coffee with Friends isn't just a place to get your coffee in the mornings. Check out the cafe's merchandise when you drop in. Come in today for the daily special.
Hi, I'm Connor Bear, and check out Are You Serious on YouTube at Rock Production.
For the first time in 4 years, the Lady Rockets soccer team won their season opening game. They defeated Nickerson 3-2, with Lexi Rose scoring 2 goals and Corinne Hackney scoring the other. Even though the Rockets have followed that victory up with a few losses, Rose is encouraged by what she saw in the first game.
We don't want to get 10-0'd, and we want to work together as a team and be together, not argue, and that's what I work harder, not goof around as much, but that's one of our coaches.
Braden Gear is one of the few seniors on the Rocket baseball team this year. And while the Rockets are coming off a difficult season where they did not win a single game, Gear thinks the team has improved.
Get a win. We just need to eliminate errors and work on our young guys, being more confident at the plate. We struggle with strikeouts right now, so we need to cut that out if we want to get a win.
The Rocket softball team returns many players from last season's team that won 15 games. The Lady Rockets are off to a 2-4 start this year, and senior Kylie Dunn said the goal for this year's team is to make it to the state tournament.
Back in communication skills and energy in and on the field. So if we make our communication better, we'd be pretty good.
The girls' track team won their first meet at Mulvane, with Aubrey Thomason, Faith Exley, and the 4x100 winning individual races. Head coach Brandon Barger said this is one of the deepest girls' teams he's had since he's been at Rose Hill.
Girls track is very young, and
so, there's good problems with that. Last year we had about 25 girls, and we're only returning this year about 5. So there's a lot of inexperience, but there's learning processes, and so that's a good thing.
In other spring sports news, the golf team took 11th place at the Wellington Invitational, while the girls swimming team finished 18th at the Heights Invitational and 6th at Winfield. Sarah and Dakota.
Thanks, Charlie. That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm Dakota Morgan.
And I'm Sarah Bailey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Town 7 News.